Hello, my name is Lauri Marmorstone, and I am an adjunct instructor in the Early Childhood Department. I have over 25 years experience working in the field of education, and my education, experience, and training has shaped the philosophy that I hold near and dear to my heart and strive to reflect in all of the courses that I teach. The philosophy that I reflect in the classroom comes from the same pedagogy that I teach my college students about working with young children. And I hope that you will be able to see my philosophy reflected throughout this ePortfolio. Those tenets of my philosophy include the following statements. First, building community in your classroom is key in helping children know they are valued, safe, and accepted. Second, each child is a unique learner, and we must help them be successful by meeting them where they are developmentally. And finally, children must have hands-on experiences to make connections and understand the world around them. I teach a variety of courses in the Early Childhood Department at Harper, but one of my favorite courses to teach is ECE 115, which is our Principles of Early Childhood curriculum class, and I've chosen to highlight that class in the Living My Philosophy section in this ePortfolio. This course teaches the students developmental standards for all curriculum content areas, such as math, science, literacy, etc., as well as gives them experience planning and implementing activities for early childhood students. In addition, the students explore their role as a teacher in the classroom when it comes to their responsibilities, such as supporting students' learning, building classroom community, and designing appropriate classroom environments. We have a lot of fun in this class by engaging in preschool activities and spend many days playing so that the students are able to connect the content to their learning about best practice and understand the developmental significance of this learning. As I stated before, my philosophy of teaching is rooted in foundational principles of early childhood education. Building classroom community is one of the first things that I want to establish in my courses, as this is one of the key tenets of my philosophy. This sets the foundation for our classroom climate and helps the students feel comfortable taking risks, asking questions, interacting with their peers, and engaging with content. During the first day of class, the students complete a student information form that gives me data about themselves as learners so that I can get to know them and begin to develop an understanding of who they are as unique learners, another tenet of my teaching philosophy. These student information forms play a big part in adapting my teaching methods and curriculum to ensure success for all students. Another thing that we do on the first day of class to build classroom community is an icebreaker activity. And one of my favorites, and I found the students like it too, is the paper chain challenge. This challenge allows the students to engage in one of their first hands-on activities in our class and sets the tone for the active engagement they will become accustomed to throughout the semester, which supports a third tenet of my philosophy. The paper chain challenge allows them to work with their peers, establish common ground, and problem solve to figure out a task in trying to create the longest paper chain using just one piece of construction paper. It's so enjoyable being able to watch the students relax and begin to talk to each other on that first day and discover the commonalities they share and how they will work together to create the longest paper chain. Between these two first day activities, I hope my students get a sense of who I am as a teacher and my philosophy as I support the three key tenets. The second artifact in this section also reflects activities in my course that not only link concepts about social studies in early childhood, but they also provide an opportunity to further develop classroom community, allow students to engage in hands-on learning to connect content, and gives them a chance to reflect who they are so I can continue to understand them as unique learners. When it comes to reflecting on my practice and ensuring that I am living out my philosophy, there are various methods I use. I use many informal practices such as regular conversations and check-ins with students throughout each class period. With my online classes, I am able to communicate often using the announcements page, personal emails, and the discussion board. These serve as ways to communicate my availability and willingness to work with them and guide them in any way necessary. Every semester, the students complete the SOI evaluations for the instructors in the courses that they are taking. These are valuable tools to find out how the students view the course and an instructor's teaching as a whole. The feedback from this tool allows me to reflect on the overall strengths and weaknesses of the course. The students are able to provide valuable feedback to help me in adjusting curriculum and teaching practices for future courses. I have provided some comments from different courses that I have taught that have provided evidence of effective teaching in these courses. These comments also support the tenets of my philosophy when it comes to forming relationships, providing hands-on learning to make connections, and to value students as unique learners. In addition to the SOI evaluations, having regular observation and performance evaluations done is another way to maintain accountability in my teaching practice. The attached evaluation was done last year by our department coordinator, Kathy Nicolai. As you read through the comments made, you will see that the key tenets of my philosophy are reflected in the observations that she made during the classroom evaluation. In my ECE 115 course, Principles of Early Childhood Curriculum, my students are beginning their journey into truly understanding developmentally appropriate practice and active participatory learning, as well as activity planning. To help them understand what's appropriate and what isn't, we play, so that they can understand what I'm teaching them. In my online courses, they aren't able to experience play like we do in the live classroom. After really thinking about the online experience with this course, I realized that those students were missing out on valuable learning because they were missing out on those hands-on experiences. I was allowing them to read about this type of thing and watch videos about it, but they weren't actually engaging in their own play. To rectify this and to better live out that tenet of my philosophy, I have created assignments called Hands-On at Home. These activities span the various curriculum content areas, and they have students collect simple materials from their homes to use in these specified activities. After the students engage in the activities, they will document their work with a photo and then reflect on that experience with their peers on the discussion board using the questions provided. I hold a special place in my heart for distance education as I received my master's degree in a fully online program, and I have taught and developed various online courses for Harper for the past 10+ years. When it comes to the design and layout of the course, as well as the content and activities in these online courses, I feel that I am set apart in the level and quality of these items. In this section, you can see various artifacts with photos and brief videos that give you a glimpse into one of my online courses to see the work I have done to reflect high-quality practices in these online platforms. The final domain I'd like to highlight in my ePortfolio is that of subject matter expertise. Advocating for early childhood is something I've done for over 25 years. In my experience teaching young children, from being a program administrator to now teaching for Harper, I have been able to advocate in a variety of ways. In this last section of my ePortfolio, you will see the many ways that I have been able to advocate for my field and support the idea of best practice. I hope that you enjoy looking through my ePortfolio in detail to showcase who I am as an early childhood professional. It has been very rewarding to be able to reflect my professionalism and experience through this platform. Thank you so much for your time. Feel free to contact me if you have any further questions, and have a blessed day.